Is it that bird?
Maybe I look ridiculous, but do I look ridiculous or do I look ridiculously good?
You look redonkulous.
Redonkulously good?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's let me check this real quick. We are on right now.
Are we on?
Oh,
No.
Okay, so
Bohemians and priests, the desperate call of heavy hearts is answered. By the power of your fellowship, dull care is slain.
So I wanted to do something new. At the start of every episode. I want to ask the audience a question, right? So, in lieu of the Halloween season, I want to know. You could tell us what Space Ghost Coast to Coast. No, what's a song that keeps you up at night? What's a song that haunts you? What's a song that may have been the soundtrack to a terrible time in your life, a scary time in your life, a traumatic time in your life?
Are we talking about recently? Because I could definitely tell you what song it was.
Well, let's. This is actually a question for the audience. But you know what? Let's cue the intro. Bing, bang, boom.
Boom.
And now we're back from the intro. And if you want to go ahead and answer that question, you can. I think that we can answer it for ourselves.
It was because, for my trip, and it was like a quick death in Texas by a fucking Clutch.
A quick death in Texas by Clutch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to keep checking this, but no, we're good. Well, I mean, like, what is the what's the story though? I mean, what do you mean? What is the?
Well,
it's just a terrible time in your life.
No, I thought you were
just scary.
No, I was just saying. There's just one song that you dream about. There was one of them. Nothing terrible about it. It's just like it's a good song.
This is a spooky episode for Halloween, and I'm trying to say, I guess more so what the question was to be asked was, what's a song that keeps you up at night, as in like, what's a song that haunts you? What's a song that, and it could be anything, I guess. So if like that song keeps you up at night or a song that you dream about, that works.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Death in Texas.
A quick death in Texas. A quick death in Texas.
Ass.
Oh, okay. So now it's no longer dark in here, and no longer spooky.
Yeah. We're ruining it when we don't want you on.
Yeah, dude. So you'll see the reel because I'm gonna make it into a reel. But we were setting up for this episode, and a fucking black cat just came out of nowhere. I don't own a black cat. I don't own a cat. I'm allergic to cats.
Hey, guess what? We haven't seen that cat since. So there you have it.
Yeah, he's fucking just came through for the setup and then just bounced. You didn't want to be a part of it.
He was all nosy and shit.
Yeah, so I realized I'm drinking coffee and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the cold coffee from earlier.
I wouldn't necessarily say cold.
No, I'm saying the coffee I'm drinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, to me, that was actually kind of really hot.
No, so that was fresh. You just watched me press it down. It was new. How observant of you, motherfucker.
Now, you know what? Sometimes you forget and don't do it, and it's still like
Sometimes you can't when you don't, and when you do, it is. I'm just fucking with you, dude. But, guys, so, crazy shit, alright? So, for this spooky episode, this just happened to line up. But for our spooky Halloween episode, our first themed episode, which is going to, and it's going to come out on Halloween, actually, which is kind of crazy because we do release on Thursdays and Halloween's on a Thursday, so that's really neat of this, you know? But we happened to just come back from our second. Well, it's technically our second tour, our second tour, but third time like out on the road for a long period of time.
Right.
Because the second one we kind of were like, let's just fucking do whatever we want and be cool guys and stuff. But this is our second. We just got off our second tour. Like we got home yesterday morning, so this is kind of a cool. This is just a good time, you know. Hear about it on Halloween. Let's fucking hear some shit about our shit on the Halloween. But well, because we also encountered a lot of spooky things, whether it be Halloween spooky or just spooky as in just spooky. I don't know, spooky times. But so where should we? I guess let's just start from the beginning. So
we woke up.
That's true. We woke up
Monday morning.
Well, we were supposed to have been in Memphis on Friday. That Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not this past Friday. The Friday before that, and that fell through. But that kind of sucked because Memphis is like my spiritual home. I feel like I need to play there. I think it'd be dope. I used to go there every weekend for a long time. But you know, that's beside the point. Let's get into the shit. So Monday, we wake up Monday morning. It's a crisp Monday morning. The weather is actually no, it's pretty warm. But no. So what we fucking. Dude, now that I'm like trying to recall it, I'm like, I don't know anything. Oh my god, she's here. Oh my god, Nichelle's here. Anyway, let's not let her disturb or distract us. But so Monday morning, I'm gonna let her distract us real quick. Nichelle. Come see, we're recording right now. Come see what the spooky things we did. We're gonna sacrifice babies. Is this cool? Is it recording? Really? Okay, good. Alright, so I made I know. It's all lined up though, we did it. It's just the web's not very good. So, give it up for Nichelle, ladies and gentlemen, for pointing out our fuck up. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. I just got harangued by my wife-to-be. So, anyways, back to the episode.
Oh, okay, Monday, right? Yeah. Which actually, did we get to see anything different this time? We got to see a little bit different things than what we normally see on the
Dude,
road.
where were we? Oh, yeah.
Little Rock.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to, or not supposed to, we went to Little Rock, and unfortunately, and this had nothing to do with the booker or anything like that, but when we drove all the way to Little Rock.
It was like, what, 4.5 hours?
Yeah, it was about 4.5 hours from us. We get there, and we unload, and then the actual person that fucking... I don't think that they were the owner. Sorry, I'm
it was like a manager.
Like the manager or the person that was our booker booked through. So the manager or the booker. Venue booker, whatever. He or sorry, basically, I don't know what happened, but no. So the local support dropped out at the last minute.
Oh, yeah.
And so they didn't want to have a show without a local support, which is understandable because, I mean, we would have played either way, I think, you know, even if we played for just tips. We drove so far, but, you know, it didn't end up happening that way. They didn't want to have the show because they didn't have a local support. So they didn't have anybody that's going to bring any draw to anybody that's going to show up. Nobody's going to show up to the show.
But we did have an intense game at Connect 4. That was pretty cool.
Dude, I fucking... Yup.
Dude, it was literally, I had 2 moves, and the only moves I had. Either move I would do, you would still win. It was fucked up.
Either move I would do. Dude, and this was the sweetest thing ever about the people that worked there. Is we didn't know that the show was falling through until after the game of Connect 4. So they watched us play Connect 4 and seen how just jolly of a time we were having playing Connect 4, trying to outsmart each other with this fucking game of Connect 4. I was trying to think of something clever. I couldn't. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Coffee makes me clever. But, yeah. They waited graciously. They waited for us to finish our game of Connect 4 to tell us that we drove 4.5 hours for nothing.
Honestly, it was kind of cool.
Yeah. So what do we, and then we had a marvelous conversation with the what do you call that? Not a cashier, not a bartender. Yeah. So we got to have some coffee and have some have some talky talk time. And yeah. We were just you know, enjoying we walked around the block a little bit in Little Rock, but there's really nothing to do in Little Rock on a Monday night.
No, not really. It was cool.
Yeah, and then fuck.
Conway.
Conway on Tuesday. We played at, well, I don't want to mention the first venue because we didn't play there. I don't want anybody to think that we don't have any ill will, but I don't want to, you know what I'm trying to get at?
Right.
I don't want to seem like I'm bashing them, but I'm not, but I just, anyway. But the second venue was Bear's Den. Is that just what it was called?
Yeah, it was cool. Had a cool stage.
Yeah. And then I think the sound guy, David, he was a very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, we played 2 45-minute sets. Bear's Den, Conway, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one really, nothing crazy really happened.
Yeah.
We just played our show and fucking, that was it. They did have that crazy fucking like homemade projector screen that was like crudely attached to the ceiling.
If it swung down, it was gonna knock you into the wall or knock you into the crowd.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, has this ever fallen before? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. We're gonna make this fall. Well, he didn't make it fall though, because I didn't want to like physically just like hit it or something. I wanted the music to make it fall.
Fuck. It would have fell though.
Yeah, I think it would have definitely knocked me out at least. It may have honestly narrowly missed you.
It definitely would have knocked some cymbals down. That's for sure.
Oh my god, dude! What if it would have like hit a cymbal and like cuts your head off? It just flat out just smears me.
Decapitated.
Dude, that'd be fucking crazy, dude.
Fatality.
Shit, and then that night we stayed at Toad Suck Park. Dude, yeah. Toad Suck Park. Never heard of that before. That was pretty wild.
Oh, toads suck.
It was kind of a obnoxious. What's with Arkansas and like the spurs in the grass? Missouri doesn't have spurs in the grass. Like I can walk around here.
Arkansas's cowboy country, dude.
They're literal like cowboy boot spurs. No, those little fucking spike balls and the fucking shit. And it's like they just feel like a sting, and then when you pull them out, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. They like fish hook in your body.
In your body.
And I don't like that. That's not what I like.
No.
Man. But toads suck.
We didn't see any toads though, so we don't really know if they suck or
Yeah, that's true. We didn't see any toads suck. Suck like, it's like suck as in they're not cool. Like, oh man, those toads suck. Or like suck as in like,
yeah.
or that kind of suck. I don't know. I even mentioned it on stage. I was like, toads suck. They don't. I don't know how they felt about it, but the guy bought a T-shirt, so that was cool.
Yeah.
So at least
Got new T-shirts too.
Yeah, I was actually gonna set those up, and so like I didn't have to like show them on camera; they would just be like in the background. But yeah, we got new shirts, and you know what? Fuck it. I try not to do too much editing on here, but if I feel like it, I'll put pictures somewhere of the shirts. If not, I'll do a little promo or something. I'll post them on the Facebooks or something. I don't know. Yeah, I do it for the grams. But now, so what we went from Tuesday in Conway. We went to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dude, I don't know what that is supposed to mean, but where's that coffee at? I'm gonna say this though, okay? I will mention that. Do you remember the fucking wasp nests?
Oh, what day was that?
I think that was before Bear's Den, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that giant, them two giant wasp nests that like literally brought everything over the table to make coffee and whatnot. And I walk to the van and I come back and he goes, dude, look. And I look up and there's these two fucking big ass wasp nests. You probably no mind. I was like, oh shit, maybe we should move.
And so we did. And that
to the next one over.
Yeah, dude. That was, and you know what? It's kind of cool. We have this show, and then I did a reel of that, and then I did a reel of the black cat, and so like we have these like we're explaining it on the main show, right? But then we have all these like little mini-sodes. It's like you gotta watch the reels, and you gotta watch the show. You get the story, and then you get the actual thing. You get the story and then the actual thing. That's crazy. It's like little tie-ins. Oh,
I should have had it up to the mic, but you know what?
Yeah, Space Game doesn't have very good mic control. Let's be real with him. Let's be real here. You don't have. But what I'm saying is, it's like you have like the main storyline and then like the little side stories.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So cool.
I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier. I think that's fucking cool.
That black cat.
Completely unintentional. Completely unintentional. I didn't mean to do it this way. But where were we? Oh yeah, the wasp thing, and then Tulsa. So I want to start off by saying something about Tulsa. More so about Oklahoma. I don't know how the politics and the taxes work in fucking Oklahoma, but I'm gonna say this: what they have for all the cannabis and casinos, the fucking houses of sin and the sensimilla. Why are the roads so fucking shitty there? Every road was awful. It was bumpy. There was potholes.
Not any of the good potholes either.
I'm still sour about it, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying though? It's like you go to they tax the fuck out of everything.
They tax you up, dude.
Everything is taxed, and marijuana and fucking casinos. I don't know how casinos work, so literally, if I don't know any of the shit, yeah, tell me. I don't know, but I figured, obviously, if you have casinos and pot stores, literally like every other fucking building, don't you think that you would have enough tax dollars to fix everything?
Oh,
what?
We can't forget the coolest part about Tulsa, though.
What was the coolest part about Tulsa?
Before the show.
Oh, the Gypsy Coffee House?
Yeah, dude. Well, at first, alright, so we wanted coffee before the show, right? We had like, what, maybe an hour and a half to kill or somewhat.
Something like that.
But we walked to this coffee shop, but we were like, before we got there, there's a dispensary, and I was there too, and I was like, oh, well, they got a dispensary and a place you can go outside and smoke weed. That's cool shit, you know. And then we get it there, and I was like, oh, this is a coffee shop too. So we walk up in there, and they're having a poetry jam.
They're having a poetry jam. They're gonna have to put you in the bar. Da. I'm fucking with you, dude. I'm sorry.
I was getting so into it.
Well, you did say that your brain and mouth move separately or whatever the fuck.
Oh, man. It was a poetry jam.
All right, so there was a poetry jam. Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie. I had to lick my lips to get that out. You know what I mean?
I honestly thought you were gonna do it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was like, now I kind of realize after I tried to say it that I don't know if like, yeah, there was a poetry jam. Tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. Unique New York. Betty a batch of bitter butter. No, there was a poetry jam at the Gypsy Coffee House, and it was fucking dope. Always something that I've wanted to do, and same for Space Camp here, but we both kind of chickened out a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to do it really bad, but I even had it in my head. I was like, I could just recite song lyrics, because a lot of my song lyrics started out that way, like as like just writings or not necessarily poems, just writings, I guess. And I was like, man, I could definitely just perform a song, but I was like, I'm a puss cake. I was like running it in my head too.
I was like, and I had like a bunch already written down too. I could use it. I was like, no,
but
should have did it.
We will be
back.
We will be back to Tulsa, and I'm sure there's poetry jams everywhere. But that's basically what we're trying to say. Is I think that we've figured out that we have a new mutual personal goal. I think it's something that we both want to try, and I think that we can.
It's also something to do in between shows too, during the day or whatever.
Yeah, because we don't like. That's the thing that sucks for us specifically when we're on the road is like we don't drink, we don't really do anything that like musicians.
Smoke weed.
Yeah, but like the normal things that keep musicians occupied on the road, we don't do that for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like so. There's bars are out of the question for us. So there's nothing for us to really do. Like what we do in the morning is we go to like parks and make coffee and like barely talk to each other until we drink the coffee. And then, so it's like we're trying to find things to do, like, and it seems like, you know, poetry jams, whatever, what have you. That's
a
probably
normal thing is like antiquing or going to vinyl and shit, but sometimes that's depressing. Because you want a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. I was like, that's not depressing. That makes me happy. But
I'm explaining the depressing part about it. No, I love going to record stores and seeing all these dope ass records. And this not being able to get them kind of is the depressing part because, like, yeah, it sucks.
You flip through all the records, you see what you want, then you flip through your wallet and you realize that you don't have the money to get them.
You start crying.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Run out the store.
I keep trying to... Man, never mind. Moving on. Sorry, it was one of those moments where I was trying to think of something clever and nothing clever came out of my mouth. Man, this coffee is not making me clever today. Anyway, no. But yeah, Tulsa was cool. I will mention this, and I hope this doesn't sound super rude, but you remember the after... Oh, we played at SOUNDPONY after that. Like, we have to mention that. We played at SOUNDPONY, and then that was a whole other ordeal.
Oh, that was a whole nother news story.
Yeah.
So continue.
Well, I was just saying, like, we get there, and I guess the owner didn't relay the fact that we were playing to the bar staff, so nobody knew we were even playing. We did get to play, though, and everybody was very nice. And so it all worked out. It was just like everything was so uncertain.
Yeah, it was funny though.
But we played it and it was fun and it was a good time. The bar staff enjoyed us. There wasn't really a lot of people there. That's what kind of sucks about weekday shows. You know, there's not really a whole lot of people around. Especially, I guess it was like we played there, and it was like between two like festivals in town. So it was like they're in like that like period of time where it's like everybody's broke and tuckered out from this festival, trying to prepare and recoup for the next one. So I guess like it was oddly slow for everybody that day. So it was like, dude, okay.
It was a cool venue though.
Yeah. It was like bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like cyclists or something.
Yeah, like a marathon, like old bicycle parts and stuff. It was cool as shit.
Bicycle. Yeah. But it had a lot of cool stuff, and there was another guy that played there, and he was just an acoustic guy. He was alright.
Yeah, that's...
Moving on. Before I get myself in trouble. He was alright. Let's just say that. And then, so after Tulsa, we load out and we're in the van and we're eating dinner, right? We take our meals because... Or I guess you do too. But I normally prep all my food for the road and shit like that.
Lately, I've been kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, and
cheaper and easier
and healthier. I'll say that. Well, what you brought?
I mean,
was just fucking ramen and Takis. No,
dude.
Just kidding. Oh, well, I don't
just that.
Well, no, you brought like
potatoes,
vegetables and shit. Yeah. I don't even think. Yeah, I was just joking. I don't even think you ate the ramen. You did eat the Takis though, and you had a lot of Takis.
There were walkie-talkies, man.
Only if you're walking and eating them. Speaking of walkie-talkies,
I can't take credit for that one. You're the one
that was my fucking joke. Yeah, you fucking joke thief. Stealing all my fucking jokes.
No. Callback?
Well, I feel like, yeah, for us it's a callback. For them, they weren't there. So
call on.
It's just called a joke. The joke was, I said, if you walk and eat those doggies, does that make him a walkie-talkie? And then we just laugh. And then
What?
a crackhead showed up. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, dude.
And I realized a very important tactic when it comes to ignoring crackheads. When in doubt, act like you're on the phone. Because not even a crackhead will interrupt your phone call for some odd reason. I don't know what it is about. There's just some sort of like universal respect to a phone conversation. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
He walked away pretty quick after that. It seemed like.
Yeah, I just looked at him. I was like, I gotta take this. This is business. I don't know, man. My second choice was gonna be like, nah, dude, it's my mom, because everybody respect most 99%. My mom's calling. I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and yeah, because I don't know what he was just like fucking talking something.
Right next to the trash.
Yeah, he littered next to a trash can. Isn't that kind of odd? How spooky.
Oh, I was like,
That's literally like pissing next to a toilet. You know what I mean? Like pissing. Anyway, enough about this crackhead. After the Tulsa, we went on to
where do we go?
Texas.
Texas.
Arlington.
Oh, no, we went to that. Before that, we went to that real cool fucking spot
What?
where we cooked food and shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. It was like I forgot what that place was called. Actually, I was trying to think of that earlier. Actually, because I was like, man, I don't know, but I got a video of it too. So there's another side story
And a
for you.
wasp crawl on his foot. It was kind of cool.
Wait.
A wasp
Oh
crawl
yeah,
on
yeah,
his
yeah.
foot.
Also, speaking of my feet, I have like a yoga mat that I take with me on the road that I do like my stretches on.
There too.
It was right next to a lake, and I was like, man, this would be kind of neat and like peaceful and fucking transcendental as shit or something. I don't fucking know. But I was like sitting there doing like stretches and stuff, and I feel this little poke on the bottom of my foot. And I realized that I put the mat on top of like a dirt patch, and there was a fucking stray fish hook that came up through the mat and into my foot. And yeah, I might just happen to have tetanus now. I'm not sure. I haven't had my shot in over 10 years, so I was 16 years old whenever I got my last tetanus shot, and I might have some sort of disease now from this fish hook. Or some kind of
Fishy.
yeah, I think I just start growing gills. I become
Start breathing underwater.
ooh, I'm the monster of the Black Lagoon. Oh my gosh. Probably I don't know. I keep trying to think of like spooky things to make this like theme like
You know, just you still play guitar as the monster, but did you say the monster in the Funk Lagoon?
oh man.
Stay funky, kids.
Well. Okay. I'll accept it.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of
Not like Barney, but you. I don't know. I was like think Sesame Street type shit.
like if the creature of the Black Lagoon was on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because you couldn't be a scarier one. Sorry, dude.
Isn't that pretty much what Oscar kind of is? I mean, he lives in a trash can, but like, I don't know. They even have, dude, it's Sesame Street. They don't have lagoons there.
You could Your setting could be a lagoon. Someone lives in a trash can.
I guess the sewer
Yeah.
could be in the sewer. There's doo-doo down there. That's kind of a weird thing to think about. The monster of the Black Lagoon. So a lagoon is where your doo-doo goes. So he's just a shit monster? He's just a fishy shit monster? Has anybody addressed this? Is that why they're scared of him?
Oh, he fucking smells like shit.
He's the doo-doo monster.
Elmo don't want to fuck with that guy.
Ooh, what, Elmo?
Yeah, I'm trying. Elmo.
Elmo, you smell like shit.
Elmo. No, the creature of the Black Lagoon.
Lagoon. That's.
I was trying, dude. I was like, that's why I got real quiet. I was like,
Ooh,
dude, God,
the
don't.
monster of the Funk Lagoon.
Legrand. Yeah.
Legrand.
I think. The creature of the. If that was the title, how would I spell that? If that was the title of the episode, the creature of the black. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and predict that I think this is where we lost the audience. I think right now is where we've lost the audience. Anyway, if we haven't lost you, thanks guys. But
I know there's some that would keeping on watching.
Yeah, dude, for sure. But so after Tulsa, we left into the night. And we went to where Arlington.
Truck stop. No fright.
Ooh. So are we trying to tell this fucking story here or something?
It was spooky season, dude.
It is spooky season. Yeah, I think that the only thing that sucks about this is I keep trying to think of like tying in spooky things, and it's like I don't know how to make this
shit in a real spooky way.
I don't know how to make this spooky other than this cool aesthetic with this fucking glowing magic jam we have in this cauldron here with these
Cauldron?
candles.
Is that what that's called?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. All I know is that I used this to create the homunculus, right? And then I cut the homunculus open and I bled him into this. And that's why there's glowing purple light in it, is because that's what he bleeds. And so I'm going to sacrifice. I sacrificed the homunculus for this episode. If you don't know what the homunculus is, he is the creature that was created.
Homunculus!
Yeah. Created him by accident. So the song goes a little something like that. But, yeah, that's the blood of the homunculus, actually.
Dude.
Isn't that kind of neat?
Yeah.
I just made that up. The blood of the homunculus. That might be the title, too. And I'm not sure.
Honestly, that would be... Oh! Call back.
That, well... I think you don't understand what a pun is, but you understand what a callback is. That's good at least. But no. So after Tulsa, we go. I think we headed to. Shit, dude. Arlington, Texas, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. That
great time. Guess what time we went to Texas? Yeah, I bet you won't even guess what time we went through Dallas.
Rush hour. 5 p.m. Which was literally 6 lanes of traffic going either 80 miles an hour. That's a big exaggeration.
Only 30% of people using their turn signals.
That's a very low percentage if you weren't aware. But yeah, no, either it was 6 lanes of traffic and it was either going 70 miles an hour bumper to bumper or not moving at all.
Nope. This is crazy.
And you have like your ETA on your GPS, and it was like every time we stopped, it would go up 40 minutes. And then as soon as traffic started moving again, it would go down 40 minutes. So it was like, I don't even know what time we're going to get to the venue.
Well, what was it? Where we stopped, it was like, what, an hour and like 30 minutes altogether, but it ended up turning into, what, like 2 hours almost? Just sitting there, it seemed like.
Yeah. It was definitely not some. I mean, and Space Camp did say like, "Oh, dude, Dallas traffic is crazy. You're not gonna believe it." And then I was like, "Okay." And then we get there, and yes, I didn't think he was lying. But then whenever I just didn't think it was gonna be that crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like that's. I imagine what I hear about like L.A. It's like I imagine
10 times worse.
Yeah, and if it's anything, if it's worse than Dallas, I don't ever want to go to LA. At least I don't want to be the one to have to drive through it. But it is just fucking stupid. But we went to Arlington to go to GROWL Records.
That was cool.
Which is like an all punk club kind of thing. I think they're mainly punk, but it's like a record store. But they have a venue inside. Actually, more so, he even said himself, it's a venue mainly, and they just have used records and some new records and shit. Which he gave me a dope record, and I listened to it yesterday while I made fucking banana pancakes on my lazy pancake Sunday.
Dude.
It was pretty good. But it was just like old traditional songs done in like funk, soul, jazz, and it was fucking dope. It was it was honestly one of the coolest, like just like gifted records that I think I've ever got. I think it's pretty dope. Because they have like, you know what Wade? Have you ever heard Wade in the Water? It's like an old slave song, and we used to like learn it on like recorder in elementary school, and it's like a song that I've grown up knowing like my whole life, and just to hear it's on that record, but in like soul funk. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
you never heard that like Wade in the Water?
Oh, yeah.
Wade in the Water.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, dude. It's just an old song. I don't know if anybody ever like actually wrote it or not, but it's just one of those things. And it was cool to hear. And then like Carmen, you know, I think Carmen is the. Yeah, it's on there, and but yeah, GROWL Records went pretty well. We played with this band called the KOFFYNS, which I don't know what it is about two-piece energy, but we
Talk, it seemed like for hours, dude.
yeah, same thing with Tape Side. We just I think two-piece bands just jive with each other. I don't know what it is.
It's like I feel crazy with other two-piece drummers. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it's funny because
Miles,
like
I love you.
yeah, I love you too. I love you too, Alex. As well. But no, I think it's weird because like I feel like Miles and Alex, they are more alike than most two pieces. But like me and you, like we obviously have our common ground, but we're polar opposites of each other. The KOFFYNS were also complete polar opposites of each other. And so it was kind of like interesting to like, it was like seeing like I don't know, man. It was just like counterparts.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was interesting.
Goofy.
But, yeah, because like they were literally talking shit to each other about how they hate each other's taste in music. And I always give Space Camp shit about his taste in music because I'm just not into it. But, you know, it was just kind of interesting. Like, I don't know, we got... I don't know, dude. There's just something weird about two pieces. It's hard to explain, man. unless you, it's
And
like,
sometimes 3 pieces, because I kind of feel like that with Chorf. Chorf it up, Chorf it up.
yeah, just like power duos and power trios. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
dude, but yeah, it doesn't go any further than the trio, but like you just get some of that energy too, that duo energy from a 3-piece, and it's just like, oh, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like
I love all them guys in Chorf too.
yeah, chorf it up, dog. It's chorfing time. Hey, if this this isn't gonna come out, but this weekend.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Kenny's gonna watch it because I think Kenny watches this.
I know, but I was gonna promote the show, but this is gonna come out after the show, so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, because the show's on the 19th, and this is gonna come out literally the last day of it.
Oh shit.
This is Halloween.
Yeah,
But,
dang.
yeah, it's chorfing time, but we
Do a Chorf conga line. Chorf it up. Chorf it up.
Dude, hell yeah. I do love me some chorf though, for real. No, but yeah, I feel like the 2-piece energy thing, it's almost like a drug. It's like, I can't tell you what it's like to do mushrooms. You just have to do the mushrooms. So what I'm saying is go start a 2-piece band and go hang out with another 2-piece band. That's the only way you can really explain the energy there. It's very weird. It's kind of like the gaggle thing. It's like you just Google and you gaggle and you don't fall down, and you just that's a callback to another episode. Callback. But you just jive and you just have fun and it's cool. And you just get real silly with each other. You spank each other's little butts. That's what you do. That's what you do. Okay? But anyway, after Arlington, we rushed the fuck out. I was like, dude, I'm driving through the night. I don't care what time it is. I'm getting the fuck out of Dallas. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
It wasn't that bad, though.
It wasn't that. The night drive was fine. It was actually kind of nice. It was just the twists and turns and the interstates and all that shit was just fucking dumb as shit.
I forgot how hot Texas is.
Yeah, I melted
for
my
no
chocolate.
fucking reason. Oh, your chocolate?
Yeah, I melted my chocolate, which is fine. I'll accept it. It kind of made my protein pudding, whatever the fuck. I don't know what you call that, but it kind of made it a little gross. But it's okay. I'm not hating on it. But we get out of Arlington. When we get out of Dallas and we're heading to Hot Springs, Arkansas, which leads us to our last day of our tour, which is in MAXINE'S, or at MAXINE'S Live in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Which is probably one of my favorite venues I've played at so far, because I had that old Western saloon. That's what it was to me. But also, like when you went on the other side, had the stage, but it also had like a theater-esque.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is totally Phantom Sammy.
Yeah.
Phantom Sammy.
Sammy.
It's very Sammy. It's very like cause there is like a, I'm as I've mentioned, I'm a former theater student, and it's like that's my vibe for some reason. I like that, like almost like theatrical vibe, like curtains and a proper stage and like almost like a puppet show or something. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, I like that vibe. And it's
and I got caught in the web 3 times.
Yeah, during Phantom Vibrations, the first one. I didn't think you were gonna make it back into the song in time. I was like, is he gonna make it on beat? You made it.
I had to just drop the stick and grab another one, and then I ended up grabbing the stick out of the web, and then I got stuck in it again, and I tried to fight with it, play with it while it was on there, and it got stuck, and I eventually just said, fuck it, you can have it. And I got stuck a 3rd time, and I just got really mad and like wrapped it around my other snare, and I was thinking that. And then, and then the second drummer got caught in it too, and so like as he was getting caught in it, Like, he even told me, he's like, dude, it's like, I didn't know what to do, but then I saw you out of the corner of my eye, and it was like, thank God. 'Cause I, like, took the mic stand out of my cymbal stand bag and put it up against it, and it's like, it was funny.
Yeah, and
Good show.
yeah, it was a dope show actually. I really enjoyed it, and it seemed like everybody else enjoyed it too. There's a pretty good crowd there.
That brings it also for.
Well, let's. I want to give a shout out to these bands though too. We opened the show, and then after us was the Placeholders, which the guitar. I want to give props to the guitar player because the girl.
Oh yeah.
Because she was in a band, and she's in a band called Vespertine.
We played with them a few times.
Yeah, at Nomads in Fayetteville. But she, which I think is kind of crazy, because I didn't know this until after. I even asked them if they had rehearsed, because they, like, the way they were talking was like they just did, like, almost like they met that night to play a show for the first time or something. But no, they're like, yeah, we've rehearsed a little, here and there. She tells me after that she improvised the whole thing and hasn't played guitar in forever. And so I'm like, okay, the fucking balls for that to occur. You know what I mean? It's like, you haven't played guitar in so long, you didn't like really rehearse, and you didn't know the songs at all. It's like, I feel like that, like, if anybody did
that's
it,
fucking badass.
yeah, that's badass. So shout out to you. You know who you are. But the Placeholder, that was the Placeholders, and the bass player and me really hit it off too. He's a big P-Funk guy, so I really enjoyed him, and I still think that the drummer needs long hair, because I thought he had long hair, and he pulled his hat off and he had a buzz cut, which was the opposite of long hair if nobody knew that. And anyway, but he was fucking dope. And then the singer, he kept talking about the got spooky in here again. But the singer kept talking about how he's like, I just got this synthesizer today, and I've never used it in this band. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
For the first time, like not having used it in the band.
Dude can spit bars too.
Yeah, he's
They were all weird.
Yeah.
But it was like dope.
Yeah. And bass player, if you happen to ever watch this, don't ever pick up a pick.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Use your you got the finger thing going. You fucking keep on walking.
Magic fingers.
Keep on walking. But
They're my space bird.
then after that, they close the show with WETLUNG, which is Cole from Cosmic Cream, which we've played with before, and he's also the sound guy at MAXINE'S. So shout out to Cole, Cosmic Cream, and
all those guys. Those guys were dope too.
WETLUNG. Yeah, they were like a weird prog, surf, jazz, pop outfit thing. I'm not trying to give them a label because they honestly are their own thing, but it's like there was just so many flavors.
All in one. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was like a fucking Neapolitan of
Ice cream.
yeah, of course. I was trying to come up with some. Stepping all over my clever. I had something clever on.
All over your butter.
No, butter.
Is that what you said?
No, I said. I'm trying to say, I'm drinking the coffee to get clever, okay? And this whole episode, I've been trying to chug this coffee so I can say clever things, and then it's on the tip of my tongue, the most clever thing, the coup de grace of clever. And you step on it at the very end.
Stepping all over your butter.
All right, guys.
That's what I thought I heard.
With that being said, we should probably call it. It's been a spooky episode. And a spooky punchline pirate space camp. Yeah. Punchline pirate, that's what you are.
Punchline.
You're a punchline pirate, all right? That's all I got to say about that. But I'm going to go ahead and mention him. Lastly, I can't forget our buddy Steve, who we met in the parking lot before our show at MAXINE'S.
Oh shit!
Who
Yeah.
introduced us to the magic healing water of Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is from the cold spring, which is supposed to make you younger. That's just something I made
A
up.
little bit of
But
riffling.
yeah, he told me this. What's crazy is he. I don't want to get too into it, but he asked us if we had candy because we have a creepy Candyman van. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to say pedo van because we're not pedos, obviously. We have a creepy van. All right. We tried to put the purple metallic tint on the window to make it a little more less intimidating, but no, it's a creepy Candyman van. And he was like, "You got any candy?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "You stealing all the hot spring water?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Well, you want some?" He's like, "I got like 20 gallons in my back seat." And I was like, "That's kind of odd that you have 20 gallons of fucking hot spring water in your
Yeah, it was
fucking trunk."
obnoxious.
He literally gives us 2 4-gallon plastic jugs of this water. And he's like, "We have unlimited here at Hot Springs, so you take this." And I was like, "Okay, what the fuck?" He's like, "It's got rufalin in it," which it doesn't, but it was funny, and we had a big laugh.
What if it does?
I've already drank some,
Oh.
I think. Do I seem younger today? Do I seem younger today, Space Camp? No, but I want. I just wanted to show that I have it in this cool chalice, and here's to Hot Springs, here's the tour, and here's to spooky season magic healing potion of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Why don't you try that spicy water? It's not spicy. It tastes like water, but it's good water.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. And
soft on the gums.
And,
Soft gums. That would be a dope, man.
all right. So, we have a special jam for you. It's not a dice roll, and it's audio only. So, for this special Halloween episode, I hope you enjoy this spooky jam that we wrote specifically for Schitt Show. And so, I hope you enjoy it. It's a very short one. It's probably only 4 minutes long.
So
But
we get you 4 minutes. 4 minutes of jam time.
yeah. But happy Halloween, everybody.
Be Halloween.
So we'll both say it. 1, 2, 3.
Happy Halloween.
From us at Phantom Sam. But without further ado,
We bring to you
Art of the Jam. That'd be cool if we had like candles on or something.
train horns.
Train horns. I don't know what that means.
That would be a dope band name. Just every time we play with Schitt Show, we should like make a few songs, like instrumentals, but something they can breathe fire to. Why we?
That's very that's very the 3/4 is carnival. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what I'm trying to get is that fucking.
It reminds me of like very metalish to me.